Hello everyone, today we are looking at another NBT exemplar question. I have already worked through the first two questions, but someone requested that I do the third, so here we go. So in this question they are saying the expression where we have the square root of negative x squared plus 6x minus 5 has a, and now we have various options given here, maximum value of 2, minimum of 2, maximum of 3, or minimum of 3. So in this case, the options are guiding us in terms of what we need to calculate. We need to calculate the maximum or minimum value of this given expression. So let me just highlight this expression here. And then we need to think, what are we going to get if we take the square root of that maximum or minimum value? Now, firstly, if we are looking at this expression that we have here, this is a quadratic expression. So if we were to actually draw this, it would be a parabola. Now, because we have a negative x squared, so in other words, our a value there, the coefficient of x squared is -1, that means we are going to have a downwards facing parabola, right? One that looks like a sad face. So that is already telling us that we are going to have a maximum value. So immediately we can take away both of these options, minimum value of 2 and minimum value of 3. It can't be either of those. It's a downwards facing parabola, meaning we are going to have a maximum value. Now the maximum value is found at the turning point. So in order to find the turning point of this parabola, there are different things that you can do. Firstly, you can use the turning point formula, which is what I'm going to do, which is just calculating minus b or negative b over 2a. And the b and a values are coming from this standard form, ax squared plus bx plus c, right? So b is the coefficient of x, which in our case is 6. So I'm going to have -6 over, and then 2a, a is, like I said already, the coefficient of x squared. So the coefficient of x squared in this case is -1. So 2 times -1. Now if I calculate that, I'm going to get -6 divided by -2, which is 3. So the x value of our turning point is therefore equal to 3. Now the maximum value that we are actually having to calculate here, that, guys, is always the y value of the turning point. So what we've calculated here is we've calculated the x value, the x coordinate of that turning point. We now need to take this x value of 3 and substitute it back into our expression to actually get the y value of that. So the y value is going to be -3 squared plus 6 times 3 minus 5, and if we work that out, we are actually going to get a value of 4. And what is the square root of 4? And I'm taking the square root because that is what they're telling me to. In the question, they've said the expression, the square root of this parabola that we visualized here, and that is equal to 2. So that means that the final answer to this question is going to be a maximum value of 2. Please remember, guys, that you have to be able to do this question without the use of a calculator. So something like this calculation, you need to be able to do in your head. This calculation, you need to be able to do in your head. And you need to recognize that this is a parabola.